From the very beginning, one of the things that I noticed about this company was the value in terms of our culture. That's one of the most important things to me, and I think it's one of the most important things to the employees. Ray and Hal have never compromised from the culture and the importance of people. And I think that's one of the reasons why we are so strong 20 years later.
We do spend a lot of time in the hiring process, and one of the things that we look for when hiring is that the person is not narrowly focused or have one single skill set. As we all know, government contracts come and go. So we don't want to lose those talented people, but if a contract goes away, we want to know that we can put them to the left or to the right of what their mainline experience is.
I think Ray and Hal look for someone with drive, someone who's not afraid to take a step forward, make a decision, and go after it.
I'm here because Intuitive, when they reached out to me for the interview process, it wasn't just an interview, it was a discussion that I was having with a friend where I was meeting people that every face that I saw was smiling and happy and genuinely believed in what they did here. And it was a no-brainer. How do you not go to a place where everyone believes and loves what they do?
I would describe my colleagues and coworkers at Intuitive as being top-notch. We get to work with some of the brightest and best people around every day. They know how to treat customers, they know how to treat teammates, they know how to come in and build each other up and encourage one another. It's a true joy to come in every day and work with the people we work with.
To me, to work for Intuitive, it makes me proud because I know the brand that Ray and Hal have developed for this company, and it makes me proud to say that I'm an employee of Intuitive, and I've been with these guys for 11 years.
Well, the good thing about Intuitive is that they don't sit you in a corner and say, hey, you are an electrical engineer, sit here and review drawings all day. I've seen it all. I've been able to design things. I've been able to be a project lead. I've been able to help coordinate other projects. I've been able to do a little bit of everything. So I've been able to grow a lot just in the short time that I've been here.
We're growing, we're very innovative. You're doing something different every day. It's not the exact same thing, that you do every day at most jobs.
For me, working at Intuitive means that I have an opportunity to grow, not just in my career, but as an individual. There's not, a lot of walls, you're not tunnel visioned. Your job, if you see any way to improve it, you have room to do that. You just have to take the steps and initiative to follow through.
It's a family. I feel like the people that I work with, I can talk to them about things that are going on in my life. I can talk to them about struggles that I've had, because a lot of times they've been in the same sort of thing. So the value I get from Intuitive is just knowing that people have been there before and people are willing to sit and talk to you. They know that if I can grow, the company can grow, and we can all just continue to proceed forward and do great things.
I would describe the value of Intuitive for me, as a family. I take family very seriously, and my friends. I love my friends and family. When we get together, we laugh, we talk, we have such a good time, and that's the value that Intuitive gives, definitely.
And so my coworkers and colleagues, I know I refer to them as friends and family a lot, but that's what it is. You go and you play a sport and you have a team, you're with your friends. And that's what Intuitive is working with your friends on problems to help some of the nation's hardest problems get solved.
You have good days and bad days as a professional. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and we're no we're not immune to that, right? Sometimes we do lose things. One day I lost pretty bad on something, and it was pretty bad. Hal sends me a text that afternoon knowing what had happened after he found out about it. And he basically told me not to jump off a bridge. Everything was going to be fine. Don't worry about it. We'll see you in the morning, right? So a lot of leaders in town, when you lose and lose bad, sometimes that's it for you. You know, there's no grace, there's no mercy. That's it. Hal is a very understanding leader. He demands a lot and he expects a lot, but at the end of the day, he understands there's a lot of things outside of our control. So he's still personable enough to reach out and have a kind word and an encouraging word when needed.
A lot of the work that I've done at Intuitive has been in the area of developing and managing proposals. We were here on the weekend going through weekly SIGACs, going through monthly reports, going through all the data that we had and trying to pull out those nuggets to make that a winning proposal. And Hal was here with every step of the way. And the one thing that showed me about Hal as a leader was that Hal wouldn't ask anyone that works at Intuitive to do anything that he himself is not willing to do. The willingness to go the second mile for employees and when they're having personal troubles sometimes. And to me, that's just all the indications of a great leader, which I think Hal is.
Last year, a message was sent out to Intuitive that Ray's father had passed away. And while this is a painful and hard time for everybody, I was also in the midst of my own big moment where I was actually about to have my third child. My son, John, was about to be born. And I remember we went to the hospital, we had the baby, we had a couple of days there, and I get home and I open my mailbox. And in my mailbox was a postcard from Puerto Rico where Ray had thought of me and my family in a time of grief, in a time where his own father had passed away. He was still in tune with how much we all mean to him and how much he means to us. And that to me is just beyond anything you could ever expect of anyone, nonetheless, someone that owns your company.
It's been about 4 years ago. My brother, my twin brother, he and his family had lost everything in a house fire. And about 2 days later, Ray called me and said, "Hey, I want you to come to my office for a minute." And it's not anything unusual just to go to Ray's office just to chit chat. But he asked me about my brother, how my family was doing, what happened. I told him. And at the end, he pulled something out, he put an envelope. He said, "Listen, I want you to give this to your brother." And it was a generous donation to them from the company. And I just immediately just started crying. And I asked him, I said, "You know, why would you do this? You don't even know my brother." And he said, "I don't have to, I know you." And that meant a lot, that he cared enough about me that he would bless my family that went through a lot. And that meant a lot.
So Ray and Hal, thank you from the bottom of my heart for the 20 years of work you put in so that you can give me the benefits that I get today.
I would just like to say to Ray and to Hal, thank you very much for bringing me here. It's been awesome.
Ray and Hal, thank you for 20 years ago to have the foresight to see your dream, and not only that, have the courage to pursue your dream. Thank you for that, because 20 years later, here I am today, sitting here with the opportunity of a lifetime to work at a company that has personally given me so much.
Thank you, Ray and Hal. Ray, thank you for seeing something in me at 18 years old that I certainly didn't see. And Hal, thank you for seeing something in me at 22 years old that I certainly didn't see. Thank you for starting this company, and thank you for making it what it is. It's more than anything I could have expected.
To Hal and Ray, I just want to say thank you for all that you have done for me personally, for taking a chance on me and bringing me into the Intuitive family and Intuitive group. You have changed people's lives, and I thank you for that and commend you for that. Congratulations on 20 years, and I wish you the best for the next 20 years.
I want to thank Hal and Ray for giving me an opportunity to start working here 9 years ago. It has been an absolute blast and a joy for my career to be here and to be able to serve such great leaders, such great teams, such great people. And I want to thank them that they have been able to put such a company in place that allows people like me to support our country and our warfighters in providing great solutions. Thank you both.
Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the mentorship. And most of all, thank you for being my family.